Greetings and salivations. Welcome to the Morning Curve, starring me, James Bradsher. Today, we are talking about Aaron. No, we're not talking about Aaron. We're talking about criminals who steal my accounts. I'm a Secret Service agent. Special agent in charge, James Monroe Bradsher. You can verify it. Look it up in the Secret Service databanks. I am a Secret Service agent. Special agent in charge, James Monroe Bradsher, which means I have a whole Secret Service detail under my command. Now, I am calling in and I'm going to ask them to send my Secret Service detail to me, being as how California, or Jefferson, is too corrupt to allow to operate, as its federal agents don't do a damn thing except accept bribes and let the criminals go because California is a sanctuary state. So we are going to bring over my Secret Service detail. That's approximately 20, 30 men. And we will start investigating the crimes in California. We'll start in Northern California, and when we're done here, we'll go to Southern California. And we will clean up the corruption and the criminal activity in California. Because why? Because I don't like sanctuary states. My state is not a place where criminals can come and gather. My state is a place where criminals can come and get arrested and possibly executed. Because I'm thinking about instituting a new rule, procrastination rule. There is only one punishment, impalement. It worked for Vlad the Impaler. Why won't it work for me? I'll just impale people and put them around the side of the freeway. So while you're driving through from Washington or whatnot, you can see dead bodies impaled going, I don't want to be here. I don't want to be here. I don't want to be here. Know what I'm talking about? Or maybe any punishment is punishable by rape. Yeah, rape. You steal a candy bar from the store, that store owner gets to rape you. And we'll use sodomy, because nobody likes sodomy. So if you break the law, you get sodomized. And if you go to jail, you get sodomized every day. Yeah. The guards will come by and sodomize you every day, like 4 times a day, to make sure that you get all the sex your heart needs while you're in jail. So how's that sound for a new criminal defense plan? I doubt all the criminals want to get fucked up the ass, so I say we institute that in California prisons, Jefferson prisons. Every detainee has to give 3 blowjobs a day and take it up the ass 4 times a day. So, let's get to know each other, shall we? I'm a man who likes to punish people with sex. Because you don't like sex. You're afraid of sex. And you especially don't like sodomy. So I'm going to punish you with sodomy. Any breach of procrastination law will be punishable by sodomy. So, I do hope California enjoys my new rules. I mean, really. Detainees in prison get so out of whack because they can't have sex. They're in there saying, you won't let us have sex, you won't let us have sex, and they act out because of it. We have found that if you instigate sex, giving them sodomy 3 to 4 times a day, the detainees calm down. They no longer want to break the rules. They're nice and polite to the people, correctional facility. officers. They don't harass each other or brutalize each other anymore. All they really needed was a little sex. So let's give them their sex. Today's broadcast brought to you by Shasta Cola. That cool cola flavor at an affordable price. Oh. So, what do we do today? I have called the Colusa County Sheriff's agent. See, I called the Colusa County Sheriff. I called Sheriff Joe Garofalo himself. And I informed him that I am Secret Service and that he needs to get his fucking ass in gear. Because if not, I'm going to arrest his bitch ass for corruption. Yes, Redding is in trouble. The United States government does not recognize Jefferson as a state. We recognize California as a single entity. And last I knew, Sacramento was placed in charge of California. It is the capital. It has been the capital since California was made. So, what does Redding think they're doing, claiming to be the capital? I think maybe a little surprise present get their attention. Maybe a unmanned helicopter to blow up whatever they figure is their Capitol building. Unmanned little birdie? If not, eventually, my Secret Service team will get here and they'll get up there. And then we'll arrest everybody responsible because they're not going to hide from the Secret Service. Secret Service ain't going to take no bribes. We are not going to take bribes. We're not going to work for Redding. We are going to go up there and we are going to arrest all the major players that are on my account illegally. Yes, I told you that is a Secret Service account. As such, you're stealing from the Secret Service by being on it. So we are going to arrest everybody on that account, as I am the only person supposed to be on the account, me and Melba at the time. And now Melba's not my payee, so she does not need on it. So my name is the only name that should be on that account. So we're arresting anybody whose name is on that account. James Madry, good morning, James. What's going on, bro? Just talking, homie. Just talking. Talking, getting stuff off my chest, letting people know what's going on. And now is the time for the show that everybody loves, part of the show that everybody loves. It's time to smoke a cigarette with the king. So here we are, all brokenhearted, tried to shit yet only farted, tried to wipe my ass, you see, but alas, there was no TP. Row, row, row your boat, sneak up in the stream, lock and load in tactic mode, United States Marines. Row, row, row your boat, sneak up in the stream, lock and load in tactic mode, United States Marines. Row, row, row your boat, sneak up in the stream, lock and load in tactic mode, United States Marines. Row, row, row your boat, sneak up in the stream, lock and load in tactic mode, United States Marines. Ah! You're welcome, James Madry. Let's see. What's going on? That was special. That was special. It's just cadence. It's a cadence call from basic. While you're marching around, you're supposed to sing these stupid songs to keep cadence. Row, row, yo, row, row, row your boat is one of them. First Marine, he found a beanie, parlez-vous. Second Marine, he cooked the beanie, parlez-vous. The third Marine, he ate the beanie, blew a hole in the submarine, inky dinky, parlez-vous. So, how goes it today? How goes the struggle? Have you changed anybody's life for the better yet? Have you been trying to change somebody's life? Unfortunately, they're shutting down TikTok, I understand. And I don't like that because I make some decent money off TikTok. I augment my income a little bit. It's only like $100 or so, but it's enough to help out. Buys fast food, gets a coffee every now and then. But now I'm not going to be able to count on that money. Hurricane coming today, James? That suck. Whole Northeast. Oh, yucky, yucky. You know what is forecast here? Hot, blazing sun. My son hates me. My son hates me. I looked him up on TikTok. It was cool. I got to saw a couple of his videos. He's cool. He's doing the regular TikTok thing, singing, dancing. But it was nice to see him. I ain't seen him since he was 10 years old, or since 10 years ago. So, well, 7 years, 6 years ago. 6 years ago, I got out of jail and crashed his birthday party. They didn't like me being there, but I was there. So I got to see him. So I check him out on TikTok. I like a video, I follow him. As soon as I follow him, he bans my account. That's how much my son hates me. My son is 15. That's just old enough to hate my guts. It's common for any teenager to hate their parents at that age. And somebody has been telling him things about me, whether they're true or untrue, doesn't matter. I don't talk about his friends like that. So why did they talk about me like that? Slander, defamation of character. Perhaps I could sue his friends for talking about me like this. It would be interesting. See how much money I could get out of their fat, lazy, stupid asses. How old? My son is 15. Just old enough to hate my guts. Yeah, it sucks. But that's okay. Because I'm moving to LA soon. I'm Bizdol fell through, so he's not going to be building this house up. So we're not getting it built up. So since I'm buying it, since I bought it for 250,000, never mind. I won't even say that. I won't even say that. Nobody needs to know that. Certain people are trying to sell the house, so I'm trying to buy the house for 250,000. It was put up for sale. So I'm trying to buy the house, and if I can buy the house, then I'm just going to move out of it, maybe condemn it, move to LA. Yeah, maybe condemn it, move to LA. I got a mansion down there, so I don't need to be up here in Northern California with all this negativity. I can go down south. I got a mansion in the Hollywood Hills, 6 bedroom mansion too. My brother bought it for me when he was working with me. So that was before he got shot in the head. So I just got to find the address, get the address, and I can move into it. So fuck the negativity. So I wonder what Cluse County Sheriff says. They haven't come arrested me yet for claiming to be a Secret Service officer. So what's that mean? Because I called Sheriff Garofalo himself, left him a message, told him this is Secret Service agent James Monroe Bradsher of the Secret Service, and I asked for his help in cleaning up the corruption in Northern California. If not, we can arrest him for interfering in a Secret Service operation. So much drama, right? So it's just sitting, that's right. The house in Cinelli, yeah, it's just sitting there. It's got a maid or a butler living in it to keep it clean, but yeah, it's just sitting there. I got a house, I got a 6 bedroom mansion in every state. I bought that when my brother was working for me. So so here we go. I'll get rolling again. Yeah, I'll be much better off if I can get down there. This little town I'm in is not very suitable for nightlife. I'm looking forward to going to LA where I can go to the club, go to the bar, go to the store in the middle of the night if I want to, have parties at my mansion. So, and I'll just condemn this property. Can't build it up, might as well condemn it. I ain't got the money to fix it. Just condemn it. Maybe. I don't know. Because we can't fix it. We ain't got the money. The man that was gonna fix it fell through, so the next best thing is just condemn it and move on. Ain't got the money to fix it. And that'll keep people from living in it and destroying it further. Anybody that buys it, if I condemn it, they buy it. It's not gonna do anything unless they fix it. But hey, what am I supposed to do? Northern California, Redding, is telling the banks in Northern California that I work with not to give me my accounts. Umpqua Bank. I started a bank account at Umpqua Bank. I sued the Hells Angels for $1 billion for mud checking. They wanted to see if I had what it takes to be a Hells Angel because I'm a legacy. So they wanted to see if I had what it takes to be a Hells Angel. So they start mud checking. Mud checking is their little jokes or practical jokes. You know, do this, fuck with you, see how you will deal with it. Do this to fuck with you, see how you deal with it. That's called mud checking. Now, I don't like mud checking. Pisses me off. So I started mud checking them back. They mud check me, I mud check them. Only my mud check is $1 billion lawsuit. They lost the lawsuit. I won the lawsuit. The lawsuit went into Umpqua Bank here in Arbuckle, California, under my name, James Monroe Bradsher, California identification B747865. Now, I go into the bank, take my identification card, lay it down on the table, say, I think I have an account at this bank. Can you verify? They told me to get my ass out of the bank and don't come back or they'll arrest me. That's because of Redding and the Hells Angels. What's it worth there? What's what worth here? You ride, James? Not really ride. I haven't rode in a long time. I haven't rode since I was like 20 years old. And then my motorcycle got wrecked. And my friend, well, my brother asked to ride my motorcycle. I was in my friend's truck behind him, and we were riding home. So my brother was riding in front. My friend Richard was riding in his truck behind him. And Richard looked over at me and said, watch this. This is going to be funny. Sped up and bumped the rear tire of my motorcycle with Willie on it. That sent him out of control. He went off the side of the road into a furrowed field, crashed, ripped open his leg, broke his other leg, lost his shoes, lost his knife, got his knife back, but still lost his shoes. And at that point, I lost my bike because it was destroyed. Now, I didn't get a bike back for that. I believe Richard Miller owes me a bike for destroying my bike. Now, I want a Honda Rebel 250. I had a Kawasaki 1000 LTD. I don't need a big bike like that. Just a Honda Rebel 250 will work. And I think Richard Miller should buy me that bike for ruining my other bike. I will take him to court and sue him for a Honda Rebel 250 for what he did to my Kawasaki 1000 LTD. So we'll see how that works. Now I'll have me a Honda. My house. Oh, my house. My house. My house. Yeah. What's the house worth? About $250,000. At least that's what the person's got it listed up for as. Got it listed in the website. $250,000. I'm trying to decide whether I want to buy it. So here we are, trying to figure out what's going on in a world where everything is against you because Redding and the organization is after you. Sells anals. Sells anal. Ronnie Zuckerman is the name I'm looking for. Ronnie Zuckerman. He's in charge of Redding. I'm suing Redding for governorship of Jefferson for their harassment, discrimination, defamation of character, and attempts to defraud the government. We are suing Jefferson for the governing position of Jefferson. James Monroe Bradsher is suing for the governor's position. Redding. If anybody was to hit anybody with an ICBM, I would be thinking it would be Redding. The only problem is my son's up there. So we're going to have to do a surgical strike on the Capitol. Send my Secret Service detail. I'll get them briefed and send them to Redding. And they can unleash hell on the government and see just how Redding likes the Secret Service. Yes, I get paid by the government. I get $15,700 a month. Also, we have to investigate who's getting into my mailbox at Arbuckle Post Office. There are only 3 or 4 employees that work in the mailroom. Most of them are employees, but some of them aren't employees of the post office. They're just hired on to do menial tasks. Somebody in Arbuckle Post Office is going through people's mail and taking anything that looks valuable, like checks, silver bullion. For some reason, they take terpenes, which is just flavoring for marijuana, which means they smoke marijuana. So whoever it is smokes marijuana, or else they wouldn't take the terpenes. So it's a marijuana smoker who likes to steal checks and stuff from people's post office box. So far, I've ordered 3-ounce bars of silver. They've taken them. I've taken bought a 1 milliliter bottle of terpenes. They've stolen that. My check every month is stolen. I know because my bank account registers it as being deposited, and I didn't deposit it. You see, I have things set up in California. I have a bank account at every bank in California. And while I have a bank account in every bank in California, that means if you walk into the bank with one of my checks and say, I would like to cash this check, they will look at it and go, James Bradsher. They will run it through the computer like they're going to cash it, deposit it in my account, and then go, okay, it's deposited. And you're like, I said I wanted it cash. Well, you can always make a withdrawal, sir. Well, and I'd like to make a withdrawal. Would you, what's the account number? I don't know. Right? I know, nice, I earned it, right? So they deposit my money in my accounts. I just have no access to those accounts because my brother set them up when he was working for me. So, okay, well, it's been 32 minutes. I know I need to leave here and start over, but if I do this, they win. If I leave, they win. If I leave, they win. And I'm not going to let them win. If I have to, I will strap up with every weapon I can carry and walk my happy ass up to Reading and teach Reading a lesson. They will deal with Henri Wee too. The same way the sheriff's station in Tacoma, Washington dealt with Henri Wee too. You notice they had to replace everybody at the sheriff's station in Washington State? I killed them all. I cleaned out the entire sheriff's station because they were corrupt. I hate corrupt cops. I'm an assassin. I kill them whenever I find them. Because I shot the sheriff, but I did not shoot the deputy. I shot the sheriff, but I swear it was in self-defense. Anyways, I gotta go. So, like Jesus says, love thy neighbor as if he was your brother. Sometimes they make it hard, but you gotta love them anyway. I love them. Doesn't mean I can't send them screaming to hell, but I love them anyway. So, my personal message, Bright European Grade 2020, can one man make a difference? If one man straps up with all the weapons he can and walks to Reading, I bet you he'll make a difference with the Reading government. I bet you if a federal assassin straps up and walks to Reading and then starts assassinating people in the Reading government, I bet you that motherfucker will make a difference. Until then, I'm just going to sit here and change people's opinion. But eventually, I'm going to get tired of this shit. And then Reading's going to pay. You too. Have a nice day. Talk to you tonight on the Evening Curve. Peace out.